Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Fazila binti Azhar and my number matric is A19A0562, and today we would like to present our topic is unemployment rate in Thailand affected by Covid-19. In 2020 was shaken by a new virus, which is a novel coronavirus that started in Wuhan, China, called Covid-19. The emergence of Covid-19 has a negative impact on the world of ASEAN countries, especially Thailand. In Thailand, the tourist sector is very popular, where the influx of foreign tourists is increasing day by day. Unfortunately, this sector closed when the outbreak of a Covid-19 pandemic. In terms of percentage of jobless, about 10% of business in the tourist industry in Thailand were closed, which nearly 540,000 workers laid off due to the economic impact of the Covid-19 pandemic. Unemployment has a negative impact on the country and even worse, gross national product (GNP). This affects the country income, the economy is declining, and the currency is falling, causing the people to lack money at hand. There are several effects of the Covid-19 pandemic and the action that can be taken to decrease unemployment rate in Thailand.
Hello everyone, my name is Lee Singh. My metric number is A19A0236. So today, I would like to present the unemployment rate effect in Thailand. My first point is unemployment will affect to the economy Thailand. Thailand's economy is projected to have a significant effect on the COVID-19 pandemic, shrinking by at least 5% in 2020 and taking more than 2 years to return to pre-COVID-19 GDP production levels. Weaker world demand has contributed to a downturn of global trade, which in turn has impacted export from Thailand and undermined global supply chain, such as cars, in which Thailand is a significant participant. For my second point is unemployment will affect the purchasing power of consumer. Thailand's market behavior is shifting as a result of the coronavirus epidemic, with customers investing more on medical supplies and less on dining and traveling. Thailand's citizens will spend about 2.2 to 2.5 billion baht on medical equipment such as surgical masks and hand gels between January and March. Most Thailand's citizens have decreased the duration of their regular trips, even stopping going to grocery shop by purchasing greater volumes at a time and spending less time obtaining their items for sale, aside from not traveling to other previous. So that's all for my point. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zuhilmi Bahambali. Metric number A19B1059. Today I will talk about the unemployment rate effect. My first point is effect on the society. Unemployment can impact society in way that go beyond its economic's impact. Unemployment can be very psychological hard on a worker. It can make that person doubt his or her value as a person. The second one is unemployed people are less likely to get married and more likely to get divorced as their lack of work puts stress on them. Stress can also lead poorer health in the unemployed, which is exacerbated if they have less access to health care than they previously did. And finally, unemployment can potentially lead to crime. A person who has no job still needs the necessity of life. Such a person may turn to crime to be able to get the thing he or she needs. Okay, we go to the second point, which is the effect on the individual. The unemployment is also bad for your health. 2009 Venezuela study found that unemployed workers die more than a year earlier than average. The longer the unemployment goes, the more severe the health consequences will increase depression and other health issues worsening over time. In addition, to the obvious loss of income, unemployed workers were found to have lost friends and self-respect. And also, the longer the unemployment goes on, it becomes more difficult to the worker to find employment again, both because employers are wary of the long time unemployed and also because over time unemployed workers lost job skill. That's all from me. Thank you.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Hajar binti Muhammad Asri. My number matric is A19A0853. My part is a role of government to control unemployment is fiscal policy. The goal of expansionary fiscal policy is to reduce unemployment rate during COVID-19 in Thailand. To control unemployment problem, government can impose expansionary fiscal policy with using two tools, which is reducing tax and raising the government expenditure. Based on graph 1, to reduce unemployment during COVID-19 in Thailand, the government need to increase development expenditure based on economic trading statistic data in 2019, 402,563 THB million, and increase in 2020, 411,816 THB million. Then need to reduce tax in 2019 by 3% to 1.5% in 2020. When the government raises spending and reduces this tax rate will cause the aggregate of job demand to increase. Based on graph, the AD curve shifting right from AD to AD1, there will be an increase in GDP from 5.7 to 8.5, and this will cause unemployment to decrease in Thailand. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Shihabuddin bin Majid and my matric number is A19A0838. Okay, today I will talk about the monetary policy in Thailand. Based on the article analysis, the Bank of Thailand held its key policy rate unchanged at a low of 0.5% as of 18 November 2020, as is generally predicted. Policymakers says that the present monetary policy posture will remain acceptable in the future and will help to promote economic development, financial stability, and inflation. The committee added that they would continue to track trends in economic growth, inflation, and financial stability, along with various uncertainties, including domestic political stability, and will be prepared to use relevant additional monetary policy instruments if necessary. The central bank say it expects the economy to contract by 7.8% this year. In the third quarter, it fell by 6.4% from the previous year, following a 12.1% reduction in the second quarter. In addition, Thailand has also eased restriction on the country extractors to allow export goods to be removed. This cannot directly raise the country economy. The Thai government is also focusing on the tourism sector to address this problem. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Sulih Hakimin. My matric number A19A1160. Based on the table, the economy reflecting a construction that is the initial balance is MS0 with real GPD nominal interest rate is NIR and the production quantity is SM, which is below GPD potential. When the government adopt a growing monetary policy of raising investment and government money supply, they will allow the charge in aggregate demand to shift to the right, which is a new equilibrium, where the export quantity is SM to SM1 and the nominal interest rate is NIR to NIR1 at future actual GPD. Low nominal interest rate would allow the bond rate to increase, the DM to fall, and the SM to rise. However, there will be an access to money supply as the program is enforced. To solve the crisis, the government has to use the fund to provide aid to those impacted by the economic downturn. Among the attempts that have been made by the Thai government at this time is the elimination of the country's entry barriers, and they call for support from leading business participants. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Sofia binti Ben. My number matrix is A19A0895. I will present about conclusion in our assignment. Thailand is the only country that has never been colonized by any colonial power. Thailand economy policy are monopolized by their own prime minister. When Corona has caused Thailand economy to fall dramatically, this is evident through article Malaysia Gazeta, which show Thailand economy contracted greatest in 22 years to 12.2% in the second quarter compared with the same period a year ago. Through the economy downturn resulting in a rate of unemployment in Thailand rising over time. Next, the unemployment has affected the standard of living of the people, where the per capita people of Thailand decreased. The decline resulted in the purchasing power of society decreased due to not having sufficient money to purchase the wanted goods. Single or company tax collection have also decreased, which is one of Thailand's national source of income by dying of tax revenue, resulting in government revenue also falling. Nowadays, role of government to control unemployment have two, which is fiscal policy number one. To control unemployment problem, government can impose expansionary fiscal policy. This using two tools of fiscal policy, which is reducing tax rate and raising the government expenditures. Secondly, monetary policy, which is number two, which is Bank Negara should implement an expansionary monetary policy. This policy will increase money supplies and total spending in the country. Government may use the following tools of monetary policy, which is reduce discount and interest rate, reduce required rate, receiver ratio, and government buy security in open market operation, which this way can decrease unemployment rate in Thailand. Thank you.